I want to simply, briefly continue the message that Professor Ogletree has communicated to us and turn up the volume a little bit. To Governor Patrick, a paragon of high moral purpose, we need you to play a more constructive role in this discussion and debate. You must pass and support a rational piece of legislation that balances costs and benefits so that the cost-benefit ratio matches, so that it is tough, effective, and produces a measurable outcome. In the current context, we don't have consensus on the numbers. And people who have barely read the legislation have decided to pass something they haven't read, and in some cases don't even know if it's written. Somebody say amen. So, number one, to the governor of this Commonwealth, a good man, we implore you to fall back, think carefully, examine the facts. We are asking you to open your doors to meet with religious leadership from across the state and clearly articulate the rationale for your proposal. We call on the black religious leadership of this state to have the boldness and the courage to challenge Caesar when he's black. I didn't get no amen on that, right? I'm talking Bible now, Doc. We must have the moral courage and risk our own political convenience to do the morally right thing and challenge our leadership when they are tempted to do that which is ideologically convenient and serves short-term political gain. Somebody say amen again. To Senator Tarr, this is not a question of an accounting procedure. This is really a question of, again, cost-benefit ratios. A, we don't know the numbers, so don't rush us to making a decision. And then B, we've got to know what the practical, measurable benefits are of the proposed legislation. It's really a question, Senator Tarr, of fiscal waste management and accountability. And then lastly, to the faith communities of this Commonwealth, I want to commend the Massachusetts Catholic Conference because as we speak, they are now undertaking a study of both pieces of legislation to come up with a position. I talked to James Driscoll, and I want to commend them publicly because Professor Ogletree yesterday morning, when they walked in the office, they say, we are undertaking a study to get on this thing, Rivers, because we don't want to hear from you again. Amen, right? Now, we call also on Bishop Shaw of the Episcopal Diocese, the United Methodist Church, the Presbyterians, and all of the major faith communions of this state to stand in the gap, to speak prophetically. Listen, we are less than 20 days from celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday. Ben Thompson pointed it out to me, right? Now, in the spirit of Martin Luther King, let's do the right thing. Let's have the courage to challenge Caesar when he might be misguided or might be tempted to do the wrong thing. And I am asking the faith communities, I conclude, the faith communities to stand up, let your voices be heard. Governor Patrick, we love you. Now we need you to do the right thing, and we must confess that we will hold you accountable for this. This will not be legislation that's passed, and those who are indifferent to conscience and reason, you will pay a price. You should pay a price. The demands of justice require, to whom much is given, much is required. And on that moral ethic, we base our claim. Let everybody say amen. Amen. All right, I give you now, Kathleen Denny, Reverend Jeffrey Brown from the Boston 10-Point Coalition. They have signed on, and they are part of a growing chorus of voices That lessons that are going to be standing behind those that are convened here, and we are going to speak. We're going to speak with moral authority and clarity. The statewide black clergy, Governor Patrick, the statewide black clergy, the Boston 10-Point Coalition, and the Black Ministerial Alliance are calling upon you to do the right thing and be held accountable. Amen. I'm going to sit down. All right.